I have Austin Dyer and Taylor Dyer from the men's and women's Lakeland College Rustlers volleyball teams in town and in studio to talk to me, getting away from some of the summer heat, although we've had some colder days this summer, but it's still been a very muggy summer, certainly. There's a couple of changes in addition to what you guys are doing in terms of your day-to-day activities. There's a couple other changes significant to the Rustlers programs this year that have already been announced, including having a full-time physiotherapist or trainer to work with the teams. How much can each of you speak to how much of a difference does that make for the general health of athletes, but also the weight it might take off of you coaches?
Yeah, I'm interested to see how it goes. It's something that we've never had previously, and so if we have somebody that can be on site that can help with diagnosis and get our athletes the health care that they need. One of the biggest things that we've struggled with in the past is, when we send athletes off for treatment and whatnot, they always come back with the same line of 4 to 6 weeks or 6 to 8 weeks, stop doing everything. And that doesn't really work within our season. Like we need treatment and therapy that allows athletes to get back on the court, and obviously they need to be healthy and good enough to be able to play. But again, the easy out for any healthcare is just to say you need to rest and things, the body will heal itself. And if we can have somebody that's a little bit more sports minded that is dealing with sports therapy and allowing our athletes to get the treatment that they need to get back on the floor quicker, that can be a big help for us as well. Coaches and players have spent a lot of time taping and doing all those different things for each other, and our athletic therapist should be able to take some of the strain of that away and be able to provide that service for us as well. So yeah, we're interested and excited to see what this little shift is going to be like for us.
And then another change outside of Rustlers Athletics that we've talked a little bit to Al Rogan is that you have a new conference coming in, not this season necessarily, but the following couple of seasons with the CKSA out of Manitoba, which has been around for a while but has never been in full competition with CCAA schools. The benefit could be to have one more province to expand the CCAA. The negative, and I'll start with you, Taylor, is that it does affect your recruiting pool a bit because both of you have recruited some really good athletes out of Manitoba.
Yeah, most definitely. I think it makes it a little bit tougher for us to go into Manitoba and recruit those high caliber athletes because in previous they didn't have a conference that competed at the level that we do, and so now that they do, and I assume that those programs are going to get better now that they've joined the CCAA. So it's gonna be tough. I think the ACAC is still the best conference in the country, so we still have that kind of token in our pocket to play. But again, it's a lot easier to stay at home, and they can play at the high level that they're looking for, but also stay at home.
And now we have about 30 seconds or less, really quickly. What's one thing, one X factor, one thing you're most looking forward to seeing spring up? Whether it's one athlete you're looking forward to watching, or one matchup that's going to come up this season. So starting with Austin, what's one thing that you're most looking forward to, whether it's a date, an athlete, whatever?
I'm really excited for my young players to get a chance to play, and so it's going to be fun, to see who's going to move into those starting roles of my players that are leaving, and so that could be a number of different players. But just seeing my young players have an opportunity to get on the floor, and then hopefully for me to be able to help them be successful when they do get on the floor for league games.
Okay. And really quickly as well, Taylor, what's one X factor, one thing you're most looking forward to this season?
Just our veteran experience that we have this year, and to see if that translates into more wins compared to the rest of the league. I think we're going to be older than anybody else in our conference, which has probably never happened in the history of Lakeland College.
Yeah, I think you're right about that.
So excited to see that and see where that gets us.
All right, thanks once again for joining me, gentlemen, and hope you guys enjoy the rest of the cast on Primetime Local News.